Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Canon EOS photographer RandallMRueff. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about the Canon Speedlite 580EX. That's right, the Canon Speedlite 580EX. Now I know it's a 580EX because it says so right there and right there. And probably, oh, no, that's it. Now, obviously, I put my name out there with a label on both sides, on the back, and if you pull out, these never come out real easy. Well, it does come out. Got a little light diffuser, which is kind of neat. And then above that, get it to come out. Yeah, it doesn't want to seem to come out. Well, there's that little plastic thing. Let's see if I get my. Well, anyway, it's in there. Sometimes it'll come out and there it goes. Okay. I have my name. I have my phone number on the thing right here, so I don't want you to see that, but there's my name. What you can do is flip this up, give you some bounce light, and you can also use the diffuser or both if you want to. And it's a nice little, give you several benefits for both. So if you know how to use the diffuser to dissipate light, basically what it does is it takes light kind of like this, and it's like all of a sudden it's like, so it's like, I mean, light spreads out like this naturally, but instead of going like, it's like, so it's real good for close-up item subjects. Like I said, the pain in the butt to get, we'll say fix it better. But if you're shooting a lot of things close up, like you want to disperse the light. Like let's say you were shooting, I don't know, my glasses here, for example, and you were shooting it close up, and you didn't want the full flash effect. What you can do is pull it out, and push it down, and boom, it would spread the light out a lot better. So that's the benefit of having that. And I do like the fact it's built in and can slide in. I just wish it would come out a lot easier. Maybe if they put a push button up here and push it out, or you could just either push it and it would spring load, or just push it and it would kind of like drag out. That would be nice. Or if you could maybe have two buttons, and one would push out the plastic and one would push out the paper. Although sometimes the paper comes out at the same time. You have like paper come out with one, then plastic come out with the other, or however. That would be a nice addition, I think. But I do like the fact that it has it. I do like the fact that it is built in, so you don't ever lose this because it's part of the flash. Just take it back in. Let's see. The flash has, aside from shooting straight on, I don't know if you're able to see that or not. Let's see if I can get that so you can see it. Okay, there's some numbers right there. You can bounce flash it at 45, 60, and 70, 75. Now what I have to do because it locks in place. There's a button you push right here. It says push, and you can push it, and you can. It locks in place pretty good. So what you do, you want to change it, push in, and then adjust it. It does. There it is. Didn't lock in place really good that time, but anyway. So you have the option of bounce flashing it. It does have an illuminator right here where you plug it into the camera. If your light sensor in the built-in the TTL is not getting it, it's through the lens. If the sensor isn't getting enough light, it can send out a little red beam, and then that will illuminate your subject and allow the camera to better obtain focus. It's a red light, It's not real bright, but apparently for the camera, it's sufficient light to illuminate whatever you need to autofocus. It works pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it does do a really good job. And I found myself in a lower light situation using it when I'm in lower light and I need a flash and I'm using this flash. Having that is really a bonus. Now again, it's not perfect, but it does a really good job. It really does. Now, of course, we have the very bottom. We have off. Or here you can see it's off, master, and slave. Now, basically what I do, I leave it off because I only got one flash. But if you had more than one flash, and you were using more than one flash to take a picture, which you can do some neat things with more than one flash if you have multiple flashes. But what you can do is you can turn it to, let's say this is the one I'm going to put on my camera. Okay? Put it on my camera. So this will be the one that controls the other flashes. So I would flip over to master, to the master position, which is in the middle, and then take the other flashes and put it over to slave. So this is the master, and it's telling the slaves when to fire. I think it has a range of about 50 feet. I think. I'm not sure exactly what the range is at. But it's not too far, but for studio work, it's great. And if you're in a studio, it's more than perfect. If you're doing stuff not too far away, I mean, for having multiple flashes in a small area or a decent size area, it works really good as far as transmitting distance. So it's not a big deal. Now, obviously, the radio transmissions, or the radio transmitter that they have now for the 600 is obviously a lot better, but this overall does a pretty good job. But then again, I never use it for that, so I just leave it on off. So, that's a little stiff. But now when you turn it on, okay, it tells you you're ready to go, and you can push the button to test it. Okay. So you're ready to go. Now, I don't think, let's see if I can, you can zoom in and out. Wait a minute, hold on, let's go to mode. Okay, there you go. If you want to zoom it out, if you want to do it manually, you can. It goes from 105 millimeters all the way down to 28 if you want to do it manually. What I use this button for is called fired flat, or well, I use it for backfill or backlighting. But what you can do is you can push this button. When you push this button and to turn on to require it to go off, there's a little, I don't know if you see that on the LCD, there's a little picture of a flash right there, icon. Basically what that does is every time you take a picture, the camera makes the flash go off as well, whether you need it for exposure or not. So there's a lot of times where you want to fill in the background. I mean, the background's backlit. In the foreground, it will look dark if you don't use some fill flash. You use some fill flash, turn this on, and it helps from an illumination standpoint, the foreground of, like say, this person and the background be the same. For example, if you're shooting somebody by a window or a sunset, and you want to be able to see the details of the person in the foreground, let's say their face or what they're wearing, turn this on, take the picture, it'll fire, and it'll help illuminate the person similar to or equal to the background. And sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you want the person to be in black, like if you're on a beach or something, or next to one, you might want the person in all black to just give that silhouette look, and that's fine too. I mean, it's just a different way of doing it. But if you want to see their face, you know, their eyes and their nose and their face or what they're wearing, turn the flash button on, and it'll fire. Now that's assuming the flash can keep up with the camera, depending on what camera you have. The flash may not be able to keep up with the camera, especially with the, right here you have door for that's a little stiff, sorry about that, 4 AA batteries. Now there are ways you can get like a high powered battery, okay? You can plug it into this thing, you pull this off right here. You can plug in that little thing right there. See that right there? I don't know if you can see that or not. See where those 3 wires are? You can plug a high-powered battery into this, and it will fire a lot faster. It'll recharge the flash a lot faster than these AA's will ever think about doing. I mean, that's, if you've ever been to a professional event, like on TV, you see all these paparazzis taking pictures of celebrities or something where there's one photographer just sitting there with a flash going, and firing like flash for a long time. They're probably not running off the batteries, the 4 AA's. They're probably running something from this cable to some kind of high powered battery that is ready to do, except that can recharge a lot faster than the 4 AA's. The 4 AA's aren't bad, but if you're being serious, you're going to want to, if you're doing something where you have to take a lot of pictures real fast and you need the flash to go with that speed, you're going to want to get an accessory. I don't have one because what I do isn't, when I'm doing fast stuff, it's without flash. So, normally speaking. Would I like to have something where I can do high-speed flash? Yeah, that'd be great. But my camera only does 3.5 frames per second officially, so I don't really trip over that. I mean, I'll admit I've missed shots before because the recycling speed of the 4 AA's compared to being able to plug it in. Because how fast the flash will recharge is one factor, but it won't recharge as fast with these as it would if it had an external supply. An external supply will make it go a lot faster. So the speed of the flash recycling is just one factor. The power source of the recycling is another. Let's see what else. There's all kinds of different things on here you can do. Let's see, zoom in and out manually. Flash to fire. You can set the power ratio to manual. You can do a multi-burst. Let's see what I do a multi-burst. Share mode. Okay, you hit the mode button. And then I go to multi-burst, and you can set 25 at 10. Right now I've got set to 25 bursts at 10 megahertz. I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. You can hold on. You can adjust the hertz from 1 to 199. So where I have what, 10, and then 25 bursts. So if you put the flash go 25 times at 10 hertz, I'll show you what that looks like. Now you can have the flash go off. Let me see how far that'll go. Okay, it'll go up to 70, a burst of 70, which is 70 flashes, which is very fast. All the way down to 1. So let me do 25 bursts for you at 10 hertz. Huh? Hold on, let me get set there. Okay, the zoom's 28. 1/28 power is what I've got. And the reason is if I turned up the power on, with it doing 25 a burst of 25 at 10 hertz, if I turned up the power a lot higher, it would probably stop because it wouldn't be fast enough. But here's at 1, let me say this again, a multi-burst at 1/28, 25 bursts at 10 hertz. It's about like this. Hold on. Okay. That's a burst of 25 at 10 hertz. Go down to, hold on, mode. Let's do 70. Let's do one. I'll take it down to 1 hertz for that, just to make sure we can do it all. Let's say 70. Okay, so I've got it set to 1 hertz, 70 bursts, which is 70 flashes go off 70 times at 1/128. And I can start to smell it. You can smell it. It's going off real fast, and I can smell it right now. So 1/128, 70 burst at 1 hertz. Here we go. I don't know if it did it or not. If it was just that fast, or let's try something else. Let's try 10 hertz and see what happens. I don't think it did that many. Okay, this is 1/128, 70, a burst of 70 at 10 hertz. Okay, see, it's so fast, it's not being able to keep up because it's running out the power of the 4AA's. If I had the external power supply or AC power supply, it would recharge a lot faster, but it's not able to keep up with that rate. So let's go back to 10, let's go back to 20. Yeah, I can, seriously, it's really, it does put off a little bit of an odor when you do that. But here's 1/128 at 20 burst at 10 hertz. Okay. So go back to mode, just normal. Because it's got a backlight, you can't see it on this. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's got a backlight on there you can use also. Of course, you can, with this little button right here, you can manually zoom. You hit your zoom, and you can manually zoom, so you can see that. I showed you that, but you can. Let's see what else. I don't know what that does. Let's try it. Okay, I just telling you it's going fast. I think that's about it. So yeah, you can adjust your flash power. Don't mess with that right now. Okay. Custom functions your light. Let's see if there's anything else I can do here. No, that's pretty much it. But that's a lot if you really think about it. You know, after all those multiverse, you can smell the. It's not a good smell. It's kind of annoying. It's not real powerful, but it is. You can smell it. So it's got a really nice built-in sensor. Of course, you always wish things were smaller than what they are when it comes to stuff like this. But overall, it's really not that bad when you think about how big it is compared to what you can do with it. I mean, it is what it is as far as size. Now, this is the old twist style. I don't know if you can see that. Slide it on the camera, and then you twist it down tight. And then when you want to take it off, you untwist it. And then just pull it off. The newer ones just have a little thing where you can do the dial. But I really like it. It's very enjoyable. It served me very well. I've had this cost about $500. Actually, it was like $450, something like that. It was under $500. I remember it being like 410, 425 or something like that. And then there was like a $50 tax or something. I don't remember exactly, but shipping. I remember the day I got this. I walked from home through the cornfield to the post office. For some reason, either the car wasn't working or I don't remember what it was. But at the time, I walked to the cornfield to the post office, picked it up, and was so excited to get it. Couldn't wait to get home. Walked back through the cornfield, came home, opened it up. And I've had this for easily almost 10 years, give or take, if not longer. So it's been very helpful and very useful. And I'm sure if you had one or even one, the 580EX, or one of the newer ones like the 600 or the whatever the case may be, there's lots of similar ones. There's a 580EX. There's different numbers and stuff, but they pretty much do the same thing. Some of them are faster, some of them are smaller, some of them are bigger. Some of them may not have the infrared light. Some of them may not have all the programs. So just what you need to do is go to either your local authorized Canon dealer or go on the internet and figure out what you want, what you need, what you can afford to get, and go from there when deciding which one or how many you're going to get. I think some people may want more than one if they're going to do, have a master and slave situation. So, again, it depends on your budget, what kind of photography you're going to do, how serious you're taking it. When I bought this was one of the top of the line flashes, and it's still pretty good. I mean, it's all things considered. So, I mean, it's gone from the 580EX. The current flash is the 600 RT. So, I mean, it really, as far as flashes go, they haven't really made a whole lot of progress in, or a whole lot of advancement in the technology. Yeah, there's been some advancements like the radio trigger and being able to do things, but overall, it's pretty much the same. So I've had this, I've used it, I've enjoyed it, it's helped out a lot, and I would highly recommend it. Canon makes great stuff. They make great flashes. They make great cameras. They make great accessories for their cameras, and that's all I have really. So it's worth the money you pay for it to get this one. I mean, I could have saved money and got one of the lesser ones, but I decided I wanted to get. At the time, it was one of the best ones available, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I spent the extra money because it's served very, very well. Is it perfect? No. Is it really good? Yes. Is it worth the money? Yes. At least in my opinion. And with that, I'll let you guys go, saying thanks for watching, have a good day, and may God bless you. As always, keep taking those pictures. Bye.